Oh, hello, hello, hello. How is everyone today? How are we coping in society? If you continue to pray for me, I'm continuing to pray for you. Be blessed, and I pray that you're continuing to peel. It's a rainy day in Georgia, but that's okay. We can continue with our fitness program for this 30-day challenge indoors, which we have been doing. I'm going to talk to you about building lives for eternity and parenting to the end. This way that we do this, we teach our children diversity and we teach them all about the beauty that's in diversity, as well as teach them the Word of God, teach them how to study, teach them how to find the scriptures on their own and how to hide them in their heart and commit them in their spirits so they will always have the Word with them. Teach them how to pray and listen to children. Listen, find out what's going on with them. Visit their worlds. Don't always expect them to live in yours without you at least paying a visit to theirs. Love unconditionally. Loving unconditionally, that doesn't mean that you just punish them whenever you think that they're wrong or jump on other adults when you think that you're right for doing something to your child. Make sure you teach them about finances, teach them principles, teach them how to behave and handle themselves in adverse situations. And how do we do all this and much more? By modeling it. We've got to model this ourselves. Okay, we know that there are challenges in front of them in the year 2020. 2020 itself is prophesying that we will have vision. We will see things this year that we've not seen before. Here in the midst of a pandemic, this is globally. We're not just having pandemics in our home, but this is a global pandemic. Sometimes we think this things are happening to us, but things are happening globally, and we must handle ourselves. We know that we're all sheltering in place. We're wearing our mask. Uh, there's so much testing, not just for academically, but we are testing whether we're testing positively or testing negatively. But there are concerns. If these things concern us, don't you know that they're concerning our children, whether our children are preteens, adolescents, whether they are in their childhood or young adults or adults. Parents, we must learn to parent accordingly. You're not going to parent a 30-year-old the same way that you would parent a 3-year-old. We've got to tailor our concerns and our actions and be there for them, even if they are adults. I'll say that again. Even if they are adults, let them know that we are all in this together. Right now, our school age children are dealing with virtual classrooms. Some parents are dealing with virtual classrooms who've never had to deal with that before. You have your resources, you have your villages, you have the village people that do not mind giving you assistance. You know people who've been educators all of their lives. I'm one of them. I was an educator before I went to school to get my degree. I taught my cousins and then my brothers and I didn't have any. Well, I have one younger sister, but I taught my cousins and my younger brothers and my sister. So I have always. But where did I get that from? My older sisters and my parents and my aunties and uncles who taught me. So we must continue. We must continue to pass it on, pay it forward. Now, on top of the virtual classrooms and the COVID 19, we're hearing about the West Nile virus returning. And of course, the natural hurricanes and tornadoes and the fires. All these things are on our children's mind, even though they're not directly involved. Take time to talk to them about what's going on around them. Teach them our world. Teach them about global warming. Let them know what's going on. Yes, we must teach them about prejudices and we must teach them about racism without them becoming prejudiced or racist. No, we don't always turn the other cheek. Sometimes, with the Word of God and prayer, we've got to punch some cheeks. And unfortunately, as we've seen lately in some of the videos as we were teaching them about the late Reverend Cordy Tyndall Vivian and the late Robert John Lewis, we saw that they were punched. They stood up. We know our children in 2020 may do it differently from Reverend C.T. Vivian and Reverend Robert John Lewis. But we will teach them what's going on in society, teach them self-defense, and sometimes teach them how to keep their mouth shut. When you're building lives for eternity, don't forget to call out the names that have sacrificed before us. Kenosha Wise. Pray for these families. Pray for the family of Jacob Blake. This thing that just happened in Wisconsin, going on 2 days now. But make sure, in Kenosha, Wisconsin, make sure that you pray for the family of Jacob Blake. Maybe it didn't happen this week, years ago, but still pray for these families. If you have youth, pray for them. Talk to them. Teach them. Role model. Have a scenario. Set up an activity to show them how to behave. Trayvon Martin, call out their names. Call their names. Sandra Bland, Antoine Rose, Stephon Clark, E.J. Bradford, George Floyd, Sean Reed, Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, Atiana Jefferson. Call out their names. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired of the police killings and black on black killings, yes, if you're sick and tired of all the killings of black and brown people, vote. Thank you.